She didn't know I was coming. I thought the three of us should have a little talk.
The casting for the 1986 TV series Matlock was a careful process. Andy Griffith, already well known for his previous show, was the first to be cast as Ben Matlock, the sharp but friendly defense attorney. The producers wanted someone who could bring warmth and relatability to the role. For the part of Charlene Matlock, the team looked for an actress who could portray intelligence and independence, which led them to Linda Purl. She impressed the casting directors with her strong performance during auditions. The role of Tyler Hudson required someone with a bit of an edge, and Keen Holiday fit this with his confident audition. Chemistry tests were crucial, especially between Griffith and Purl, to ensure a believable father-daughter relationship. The casting decisions were pivotal in shaping the show's dynamic, focusing on talent and compatibility of the actors. Each actor brought their own unique touch to the characters, making the show a favorite among viewers for its engaging storytelling and memorable performances.
Police that at the time of the murder you were at a tanning salon.
The director of the 1986 TV series Matlock aimed to create a show that was both entertaining and thoughtful. They wanted to tell stories that would engage viewers and make them think about the law and justice. The director was inspired by classic legal dramas and aimed for a style that felt real and relatable. They worked closely with the actors to develop characters that audiences would care about and remember. The director also collaborated with the crew to make sure every episode was well crafted, from the writing to the filming. This teamwork helped make Matlock a show that many people enjoyed and still talk about today.
You're asking me to do. That puts me in a bad spot, Ben.
I know it does.
Welcome to the world of Matlock, the classic 1986 TV series that introduced us to Ben Matlock, a defense attorney who solves and wins tough cases with his sharp mind and down-to-earth approach. This show is not just about courtroom drama. It's filled with moments that will make you laugh, keep you on the edge of your seat, and maybe even bring a tear to your eye. As we dive into the series, did you know that Andy Griffith, who played Matlock, was actually a real-life singer? And he used his musical talent in the show, often whistling or humming tunes that became as memorable as the cases he solved. Now we're curious to hear from you. What's your most treasured memory related to Matlock? Did you ever find yourself predicting the verdicts or getting attached to the characters? Share your stories and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear how Matlock touched your life. Keep watching because there's more to come with surprising facts that even the most dedicated fans might not know.
Too bad. It kind of gives you an aristocratic look. And think of the money.
The TV series Matlock, which started in 1986, was filmed on sets that looked like courtrooms and offices to make it seem real. They used places in California that were easy to get to and looked like the show's setting in Atlanta, Georgia. Filming was hard because they had to move people and equipment around, and they had to deal with changes in weather and noise from outside. They used new camera techniques to make scenes more exciting and to show the courtroom drama better. They also used editing tricks to cut and put together scenes in a way that made the story clear and kept viewers interested. This was all done with the technology of the time, which was less advanced than today, but still allowed for a show that looked good and told a strong story.
If you remember? Oh, and this morning when you left the house.
Andy Griffith, known for his comedic monologues and roles in films like The Second Time Around and No Time for Sergeants, took on a different character in the television series Matlock. In this series, Griffith portrayed a sharp and capable lawyer based in Atlanta, contrasting his earlier roles with a more serious demeanor. Despite his small-town roots and down-to-earth personality, his character demonstrated that being from a small town does not limit one's abilities, especially in the legal field. His performance was complemented by actors such as Brynn Thayer, Linda Purl, Nancy Stafford, and Julie Sommars, who added depth to the show's portrayal of courtroom dynamics. The series highlighted the importance of not underestimating individuals based on their background, showcasing that talent can emerge from the most humble beginnings.
In cash. Was that your reward?
The music for the TV series Matlock was carefully crafted to fit the show's mood and stories. The composers and musicians aimed to create tunes that would support the drama and tension in each episode. They worked closely with the producers to make sure the music matched the action on screen. The score often used traditional instruments to give a sense of familiarity and comfort, which was important for a show watched by many families. The soundtrack was a key part of Matlock, helping to set the scene and enhance the viewing experience. The people who made the music spent a lot of time watching the episodes to get the feeling just right. Their hard work paid off, as the music became an essential element of the series remembered fondly by viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, you just...
In the courtroom drama that captured viewers' attention, self-representation was a notable theme, with characters Les, Conrad, Cliff, Julie, and the lead character often taking on their own defense in murder trials. Humor was woven into the narrative, as seen when Don Knotts joined the cast in the third season, bringing with him a nod to his past role on the Andy Griffith Show. His character Ace faces a murder charge after buying a faulty car, echoing a similar situation from his previous show. Off-screen, Andy Griffith's influence extended to his co-stars' lives, as he advised Clarence Gilyard Jr. to relocate to North Carolina for the filming of the show's 7th season, a move that Gilyard followed, living there for over a year. These elements combined to create a series that was both engaging and memorable for its audience.
Cop was murdered last night.
Yeah,
It's a vice.
I read about that.
The 1986 TV series Matlock features Andy Griffith as Ben Matlock, a defense attorney known for solving and winning complex cases. The show's memorable scenes often involve Matlock identifying the real culprit in court, leading to dramatic confessions. The direction focuses on Matlock's thought process, highlighting his sharp mind and attention to detail. Actors deliver performances that feel genuine, making viewers root for Matlock as he uncovers the truth. Cinematography uses close-ups to capture the tension in the courtroom and the relief when justice is served. These moments resonate with audiences, leaving them satisfied as they see fairness prevail. Commentary from those involved in the show reveals a dedication to creating a legal drama that feels both thrilling and authentic. They aimed to make a show that was not only entertaining, but also reflected the real challenges and triumphs of legal work.
You saw your opportunity to clean up. You knew Sam Dolan couldn't add a column of figures.
In a significant shift, Cindy Morgan's character, initially set to become an equal partner with the lead attorney after working as a private investigator, saw her plans fall through. This change led to Clarence Gilyard Jr. stepping in to replace Kene Holiday. In a notable episode, the story unfolds with the early reveal of the killer, a rogue police officer named Edward Hanna, driven by rage over his wife's murder to target those living in the alleys. The casting for Conrad McMasters saw a large number of hopefuls, but it was ultimately the decision of the show star Andy Griffith to choose Clarence Gilyard Jr. for the role, a choice that stood out among the 100 auditions.
You, my dear, are out of a job.
I don't believe this.
The TV series Matlock, which started in 1986, had a strong effect on its viewers and the wider culture. It showed a lawyer who was very good at his job and often helped people who were wrongly accused. This character made people think about the law, justice, and the truth. The show was popular for many years and made people interested in courtroom dramas. It also made the main actor, Andy Griffith, very well known for this role. The show style and stories were copied by other TV shows later on, showing its influence on television. Matlock also started conversations about the legal system and the importance of having a good defense.
Murdered in a house of magic, where virtually nothing.
In the show, the lead character, much like his previous role, favored a Ford car for his travels. During the 7th season, Clarence Gilyard Jr. and Daniel Roebuck were both main cast members, yet they shared the screen in only 2 episodes. Notably, Andy Griffith was highly regarded by his peers, with at least 5 fellow actors expressing their admiration for his work and having the opportunity to act alongside him in the series.
Honey, what are you getting at?
Carla,
The television series Matlock, which aired in 1986, received a warm welcome from audiences, especially for its lead actor's performance as a defense attorney. The show was praised for its storytelling and the main character's clever ways of solving cases. It became popular among viewers who enjoyed legal dramas. The series did not win major awards, but was nominated for several, including an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. These nominations were significant for the cast and crew, recognizing their hard work and the show's success in entertaining its audience. The recognition helped to establish the series as a respected and well-liked part of television history.
I think we got him.
The memorable tune that opened each episode was the work of composer Dick DeBenedictis. While the lead character was known for his courtroom prowess, he did not always win. Notable exceptions include the trials of Lester Matthews, Ken Wilson, and Dave Travis. In each case, the truth eventually prevailed, but not without significant challenges and twists. For instance, it took 7 years for one client to be exonerated after a wrongful conviction. Another case saw the lead character uphold his ethical standards by finding a way to solve the crime without violating the sacred trust between attorney and client. These moments underscored the show's message that the path to success is often not straightforward, as the lead character himself once shared a personal setback from his childhood, highlighting the value of perseverance.
I'm sorry you left like that.
During the filming of Matlock, Andy Griffith, who played the lead role, would often lighten the mood on set with his humor. He believed a happy set made for a better show. Nancy Stafford, who played Michelle Thomas, shared how Griffith's warmth made everyone feel like family. There was a time when they shot in freezing weather, and Griffith made sure there were warm drinks for all. The crew worked hard to create the courtroom scenes, often building sets overnight. The cast had to learn legal terms quickly, which led to some funny mix-ups during rehearsals. Despite long hours, the team's dedication made the show a success.
Records.
You knew Dr. Halvern personally as well as professionally.
In a challenging case, a lawyer defends a client with limited understanding due to a mental disability after a tragic event leaves the client in a state of shock and confusion. The lawyer, faced with the client's inability to grasp the situation, suggests a legal strategy based on the client's mental capacity, but struggles to communicate the gravity of the circumstances. As the series progressed, declining interest led to its cancellation by one network, but it found a new home on another, extending its run by relocating production to reduce costs. A notable aspect of the courtroom scenes is the frequent introduction of a particular piece of evidence, often pivotal to the defense's case. This recurring element serves as a signature move in the lawyer's strategy to unveil the truth.
Yeah. Want to spring for a hot dog?
The TV series Matlock, which started in 1986, holds a special place in television history. It was a pioneer in legal dramas, focusing on criminal defense attorney Ben Matlock, who solved and won cases with wit and wisdom. This show influenced future legal dramas by showing lawyers in a new light, not just as serious professionals, but as clever, caring individuals with a knack for uncovering the truth. Matlock's character, played by Andy Griffith, became a model for future TV lawyers who use their intelligence and charm to win cases. The show also inspired real-life lawyers to pursue justice with the same dedication. Matlock's storytelling style, character development, and courtroom drama set a standard for similar shows that followed.
Like that?
No, sir.
So it was your...
In the show's fourth season, the lead actor brought the production to his hometown of Manteo, North Carolina, for a special two-part episode. Despite the character's near-perfect record in court, there were 3 instances where he didn't win. However, these losses were later made right. There was also a small error in one episode where the lead character referred to the Smithsonian Institution by the wrong name, calling it the Smithsonian Institute instead.
You blouse, you drunk! You're gonna pay for this. You're gonna pay.
The lead actor faced a challenge embracing his role due to the character's self-absorption and stinginess. Despite these traits, the character shared a common thread with the actor's previous famous role, both being men who had lost their wives. In a unique turn of events during one episode, the character was struck by a vehicle, which led to an unexpected change of heart towards his caretaker, who not only healed his physical pain, but also played a pivotal role in solving a complex case. This moment of vulnerability and subsequent revelation was a rare instance for the character, typically known for his sharp mind and strong will.
No. They couldn't wait to make this mistake. You know why? Because they hate me.
In the show, the lead character is a lawyer who has lost his wife, and the topic of marriage brings back memories. His daughter, Charlene, reveals very little about her late mother, mentioning she passed away when Charlene was young. This detail emerges during an investigation where the loss of a mother leads to a tragic outcome. The show often concludes with the real perpetrator being revealed during intense courtroom questioning by the lead lawyer. His aim is always to cast doubt on his client's guilt or to prove their innocence. In one episode, a young man named Drew Kari, not to be confused with Dr. Richard Kimball, runs away from the court as he fears losing his case. This escape adds a twist to the story, showcasing the lawyer's dedication to his clients, even in the most challenging situations.
Would you like a drink?
No.
At 59, Andy Griffith broke the mold for legal drama leads with his portrayal of a sharp and savvy defense attorney. His performance challenged the common belief that such roles were reserved for older actors, proving that age is just a number when it comes to talent. Nancy Stafford, who once looked up to Griffith, found herself sharing the screen with him as his character's partner, Michelle Thomas. Her journey from a fan to a co-star is a testament to her dedication and Griffith's influence on her career. Meanwhile, Julie March, known for her charming appearance, stood in stark contrast to her on-screen role as a formidable prosecutor, feared by many for her relentless pursuit of justice in the courtroom.
Well, Miss Charlene, looks like we got you.
Nancy Stafford, recognized for her role as Michelle Thomas, became a familiar face to viewers in the late 80s. Her character worked closely with the lead attorney, forming a dynamic team. Outside of her acting career, Nancy is also known for her writing and speaking engagements, focusing on spiritual topics. The show introduced a goddaughter for the main character, named Laura Miller, adding a personal dimension to the storyline. Nancy's involvement in the series saw some gaps starting from her second year on the show, as her other commitments took precedence. She eventually departed from the series in the early 90s, marking the end of her character's journey.
It's all very clear, Al. They're after your money.
Don't you realize the harm you're doing her?
In the courtroom drama, the lead character had a unique way of showing his annoyance, often using the term jackass to address individuals who irritated him, especially a recurring character named Billy. The filming process was intense and lengthy, with courtroom scenes alone taking up to 3 days to complete. The entire episode would take 8 days to film. The lead actor, known for his powerful performances, would memorize his lines as a single monologue, allowing him to deliver them seamlessly regardless of the other characters' dialogues. His ability to perform the closing scene in one take was highly admired, often earning him standing ovations from the cast and crew. Behind the scenes, there were creative disagreements. The lead actor wanted to explore darker themes for his character, suggesting flaws like a drinking problem or legal troubles. However, these ideas were met with resistance from the production team, who preferred to maintain the established narrative structure of the show. Despite these differences, the series continued to be a favorite among viewers, showcasing the complexities of legal work and the dedication of its cast and crew.
Wait. Lay off her, Jack. Maddie knows what's important.
We are good together, aren't we?
Classic. The best.
In a surprising twist during a courtroom scene, a witness changes her testimony completely, leaving the defense questioning the credibility of her previous account. This unexpected turn of events highlights the unpredictable nature of legal proceedings. Meanwhile, Andy Griffith, who portrayed the lead role, spent more years on this show than his previous, more famous series, though with fewer episodes. His portrayal of the sharp, yet charming lawyer became one of his most notable roles, endearing him to audiences and securing his place in television history.
Is a symptom. It could be a sign of something else wrong with you. Anemia, poor circulation, pneumonia.
Andy Griffith's mastery in delivering courtroom monologues was a standout aspect of his performance. He delivered these speeches with such ease that it appeared simple, often speaking over others' lines as if in a real conversation. This technique added a layer of realism to his character's courtroom presence. In the show's first episode, viewers were treated to a special guest performance by Dick Van Dyke, who portrayed a judge with a dark secret. His character was involved in a murder plot, which set the tone for the series' blend of legal drama and mystery. Additionally, several actors made guest appearances before becoming regulars. Nancy Stafford, Kari, Daniel Roebuck, and Brynn Thayer all appeared in various roles before eventually joining the main cast as Michelle, Cassie, Cliff, and Leanne, enriching the show with their diverse characters.
coffee. Everybody picks on me when it's roundup time.
In his approach to legal defense, the lead character often relies on speculative methods to uncover the truth, which can sometimes lead to intense courtroom exchanges when the opposition challenges the relevance of his tactics. The actor behind this role, known for his musical talents, showcased his skills with the guitar and banjo not only here but also in a previous classic show. Meanwhile, the actor portraying the private investigator was let go after the third season due to personal struggles with substance abuse, marking a significant change in the show's dynamic.
And while he was talking about alpine villages and wrinkle-free skin, what was he doing?
In the show, fans were delighted to see familiar faces from the Andy Griffith show like Anna de Corso and Jack Dodson. Nancy Stafford, who worked closely with Clarence Gilyard Jr., lost contact over the years as Gilyard moved to Nevada for his roles as a professor and theater director. While the character Ben Matlock had a fondness for hot dogs, Andy Griffith, who played him, preferred healthier snacks like apples with peanut butter, a staple on set as per the show's creator. In the show's early episodes, viewers saw a special guest appearance by Gene Spiegel Howard, who played a patient in a critical episode where the main doctor was found dead. Her character was at the center of the mystery, being treated by one of the suspects. The fourth season saw a temporary absence of Clarence Gilyard Jr. due to a writer's strike in 1988, which also led to the extension of 2 episodes from the previous season to fill the gap. This coincided with Kene Holliday's departure, prompting the showrunners to bring Gilyard Jr. back for his final 2 appearances. Additionally, the series took a nostalgic turn with flashback episodes featuring Andy Griffith as the father of his character, providing a glimpse into the protagonist's early days.
Wagon might be involved.
Means nothing to me. What's it to you?
Well, let's see.
On a Tuesday evening in September over 3 decades ago, a new legal drama made its debut, capturing viewers with its unique blend of courtroom strategy and personal charm. For 5 years, fans tuned in weekly at the same time to follow the cases of a highly skilled defense attorney. His reputation for charging a hefty fee was well known. Yet he was also recognized for taking on cases free of charge occasionally, believing it was good for the soul. Years after the show concluded, the beloved lawyer made a special appearance on another series, where audiences learned about his past financial struggles. This backstory explained his modest lifestyle choices, which he maintained even after regaining financial stability. His legacy as a lawyer who could deliver results, making his services a worthwhile investment, was firmly established in television history.
It's $400,000. If they tell me
In his youth, the main character showed promise in sports, notably hitting a decisive home run during a high school baseball game. Years after the show concluded, the bonds formed among the cast remained strong. Nancy Stafford and Clarence Gilyard Jr., for instance, continued to share a warm relationship with Andy Griffith until his passing in 2012. The actors who portrayed the private investigators on the show, Clarence Gilyard Jr. and Daniel Roebuck, both shared the screen with Paul Gleason in their respective film careers. Gilyard was part of the action-packed Die Hard, while Roebuck featured in the comedy Money Talks.
We have a problem.
Winning the People's Choice Award brought joy to Andy Griffith, especially since it recognized his work on a show he held dear. Nancy Stafford, after tying the knot, decided to exit the show as it moved production to North Carolina, a move she was not willing to make. Linda Purl also left, feeling her character's relationship with her on-screen father was not given enough depth and screen time despite the show's initial success. The producer's vision for the father-daughter dynamic did not align with her expectations, leading to her departure.
Room 474, please.
In the world of courtroom drama, the series not only entertained audiences, but also served as a significant stepping stone for actors Nancy Stafford, Clarence Gilyard Jr., and Daniel Roebuck kick-starting their acting careers. The lead character, known for his sharp legal mind, often found himself betrayed. However, he never hesitated to confront betrayal with fierce determination, proving his mettle as a formidable opponent in the courtroom. After a successful run that spanned nearly a decade, the series wrapped up its final season. The decision to conclude the show came from Andy Griffith's desire to dedicate more time to his family, bringing an end to an era of television that combined legal intrigue with personal drama. Breaking new ground, this show was the first of its kind to feature a special episode format that revisited past stories, allowing viewers to relive the highlights. Notable episodes that used this format included tales of vengeance, abduction, and deception. The characters were as diverse as their backgrounds, with one being a former stock trader with a polished demeanor, while another was an ex-sheriff's deputy, bringing a down-to-earth perspective to the team. When it came time to fill a void left by a departing family member, the show's lead actor had a clear vision for the replacement, leading to a casting change that introduced a new face to audiences.
You admit it. Oh, there's no way that a person could have...
In the same vein as Miami Vice, the show was known for incorporating musical elements, featuring performances by musicians. Conrad McMasters, a character known for his relationships with numerous women, both professionally and personally, added a dynamic aspect to the storyline. A notable episode titled The DJ centered on Arthur Saxon, a radio host charged with the murder of his competitor. Despite his innocence, Saxon's abrasive behavior and disdain for the deceased made him an unlikable figure in court, leading to a challenging defense for his attorney.
The Lions.
I want out, Greg.
In the legal drama that captured viewers' attention, Kene Holiday brought a unique perspective to the cast. As someone who had enjoyed watching Andy Griffith in his earlier work, Holiday had a familiarity with the characters and style that Griffith was known for. This series, drawing comparisons to the classic courtroom drama Perry Mason, featured Griffith in a role that had him on screen for every single episode, showcasing his consistent presence as the central figure of the show. The narrative, while distinct, shared the courtroom intrigue and defense strategies that made Perry Mason a household name, offering a fresh take for the audience. Holiday's connection to Griffith's past work added a layer of depth to his performance, resonating with fans who appreciated the nod to television history.
PLM Talent Agency in Los Angeles.
In the world of courtroom drama, the friendship and collaboration between actors often bring a special touch to the screen. This was evident when Dick Van Dyke joined his old friend Andy Griffith in the first episode, marking the beginning of a show that would entertain audiences for years. Their camaraderie was not just for one series, but continued years later when they shared the screen again in 1993. The show itself had a unique approach to episode titles, with most following a specific naming pattern, except for 9 notable exceptions. It also became a gathering place for Griffith's friends, with many familiar faces like Mitchell Ryan and Don Knotts appearing, making it feel like a reunion at times.
Jenny Morrell, Laura Corning got together and realized...
In a memorable appearance, country music star Randy Travis played Billy Wheeler, a singer greatly admired by the main character. Music played a notable role in the series, with the lead character performing Peach Pickin' Time in Georgia in 2 episodes, once briefly interrupted by a call, and another time in full alongside his friend Conrad after a visit to Manteo, North Carolina. Behind the scenes, Kene Holiday, who portrayed a key character, faced personal challenges, missing 7 episodes during the 3rd season due to legal issues and rehabilitation for substance abuse. His journey to recovery was cut short on the show, as he was let go after achieving 3 months of sobriety.
Okay, I know that I was at the Dirt Club. It was on Monday.
In the courtroom, the drama unfolds as a stern judge takes a stand against the lead lawyer's theatrical tactics, a stark contrast to the usual leniency he receives. This same judge later relocates to Atlanta, maintaining his firm stance and challenging the lawyer's conventional approach. Meanwhile, a familiar face undergoes a significant transformation, shedding weight and returning to the screen almost unrecognizable, only to revert to his former self as time passes. Tragedy strikes in the series' concluding episodes when a beloved character, a police lieutenant, and the lawyer's confidant falls victim to a vengeful act, leaving the audience to grapple with the concept of justice and the idea of a flawless crime.
There. The trust is gone. We've got to get...
In the show, Betty Lynn brought to life the character of Ben's secretary, sharing a name with the unseen telephone operator from an earlier series set in Mayberry. The show also saw a familiar face in 1988 when Don Knotts joined the cast, marking a reunion with Andy Griffith 2 decades after their previous work together. Notably, the series was the first of its kind to include 4 episodes with a Western or country theme, setting a precedent for dramatic television at the time.
I got here just before the cup. I mean, you boys got here.
Matlock, the 1986 TV series, has been a favorite for many. It's been a long time since it first aired, and we know it holds special memories for you. We'd love to hear how Matlock touched your life or changed the way you see TV shows. Did it make you laugh, think, or feel inspired? Share your stories with us. Your experiences are valuable, and they help keep the spirit of Matlock alive. If you enjoy these trips down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that celebrates the shows we love. Your engagement helps us create more content that connects us through shared memories and beloved stories from the screen.
You had a full house. Why didn't you stay in the game?
Oh, we had a deal. When one of us went...